I was really hustling, you know, but I was also good at my job at the same time. I was really good. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Daily Dose. In this video, I wanted to talk about the day that I knew that I was going to be able to quit my job, because I think it'll relate with you guys a little bit, especially people who want to become resellers full-time and things like that. As many of you guys know, I worked as a server for 5 years, a place called Papados. It was a seafood kitchen. Honestly, it was a great place to work. It was. One day I was looking at the manager, they were doing the paperwork, and I was like, dang, that must suck. like I didn't really have to do a whole lot of paperwork because I was a server, right? I was that person. I had my phone, I pulled it out of my pocket, and I had seen that I did 20,000 in sales that month, and I had made roughly $4,000 in profit. Now, back then, my margins weren't as amazing as they are right now, but to me, that was pretty impressive. As I'm opening up my app, I have this big smile on my face. I was sitting in the manager's office, and then I swiped over to my server life. It's the app that I use to keep track of my tips. Basically, what I was doing is I was tracking what I now call KPIs, so key performance indicators. So I was already kind of treating my serving job as a business. It was obvious that I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life, right? I was excited because I had made double in my reselling business what I made in my job, because for that month I had made, I believe it was like $1,950. So I know it was less than $2,000, and I had made $4,000 from my reselling business. And I was just happy, you know, and I was getting out probably 10:15, 10:30-ish. I'm sure most of you guys, you know, if you're a server or you've been in the server life, you kind of know that you don't leave until your last table leaves. Anyway, I was headed back to the head server so they could cash me out. Finally was able to go in, and they actually brought up, they were like, hey, how's that reselling gig going? And I was like, well, I actually made $4,000 this month from that. They stopped counting money. And he looked at me and he was like, seriously? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I did 20,000 in sales and about 4,000 in profit. And he just kind of stopped and stared, and he was just like, dude, that's awesome. When are you getting out of here? So that was the day that I knew that I was going to be able to resell full time. So I figured I'd share that story with you guys, because if you're in a similar position as to where I was, working my job, I was buying phones after my job, buying phones before my job, showing up late to my job because I was buying phones. I was really hustling, you know. But I was also good at my job at the same time. You know, I just hope this story kind of helps people out there, you know, and, you know, if you're in a similar situation, just know that it is possible. I'll just be real with you. You have to put the work in. The work has to be put in. If the work isn't put in, the action isn't taken, you won't get the end result. It just won't happen. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next Daily Dose.